think I'm just gonna do my draft here, yeah. Cause we recording now. Never mind.
Yeah, man, we on right now, man. Rellism Raw Sports Talk, episode 116, part 1. We got Swole Daddy, we got Tommy, Keith's laying down as usual, and we got Brandon. I'm trying to read this hat right here. What does that say on it? Something ranch, broke back ranch. Oh, yeah. I didn't know what was going on. What's good, fellas? What's good?
What's up?
Hey, last week I had to do a Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James to have a load management and just rest that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But thank y'all for watching on YouTube podcast. Tommy's running the Facebook page. We always got the merch, taking on all comers, and we also collabing with some. You know what I mean? Love for the Mamba and love for my mama. Rellism Sports Talk, where we talk about the Hall of Famers, to the local talent, to the big time storylines. Yes. And we got a lot of NFL QB stuff we're going to touch on. Some backup QB stuff. It might be on the next one. Christmas games, baseball, UFC tomorrow night, which is going to be a boo-boo pay-per-view, Swole.
Oh, my God.
The matches look boo-boo, but you got to help me with that. And I got some WWE talk. So all this is going to be mixed in between the first and second episode. So we'll see which ones we get to. So what's good, fellas?
Chilling.
Yeah, be on the lookout. We're doing a local basketball story on the Pacheco family. All three of his boys going to school, doing big things. I'm going to have all of them at the house. We're going to talk, little round table, talk about things they've done, accomplishments they've had, and things like that, and what's holding on for the future. If Swole Daddy ever lets me get on with his wife, I don't know what's going on. We're going to have some JMU women golf talk. They talk about they ain't getting emails. I don't know. We're going to get that squared away. And next week, it's probably going to be Monday. We're going to collab with the New York Giants beat writer and an Eagles beat writer and do a collab one. So what I was thinking was, Tommy, if you're not busy, I might ask you to join me because you one of them cowboy dick riding people that think they're going to actually do something. And you can talk about the Cowboys. Because I know Keith's always at work doing some weird shit. Huh?
I can rock with the Cowboys.
I know. Would you be available Monday?
Yeah, I can do Monday.
All right, so I'll touch base with you with that. This Sunday, I'm also going to be on 33 podcast. We're doing a live mock draft on his podcast. He just invited me just now and sent it. So that's going to be fun too. So every time that y'all get on these podcasts, it's not always about me. It's about all of us. It's like Tommy and Brandon was on George Teague's show, and he's talking about all of us being on the show, right? Tommy and Brandon, y'all was on there. So the more that we can get out there, you know what I'm saying, the better for everybody, because I'm trying to have some fun times, yo. But anyway, people that's not having fun times, Deshaun Watson. I'm going to let Brandon start on this because Brandon is adamantly hating this mug, yo. It went from 6 games to 11 games. You think that's fair enough? You think that's enough games, Brandon?
I don't. I think it's easy.
Why you say that?
Still getting, 11 games. He needs at least a season, man.
Did he play last year?
He wasn't suspended. He could have.
They didn't let him play.
But he could have played. He wasn't suspended.
He got the highest fine ever in NFL history. Ever.
But how much? $5 million? What is that? What's his guarantee? It needs to be at least $45 million. Fine.
We can talk about
one season. He got fined 2% of the salary.
Yeah, he needs at least one season of what a highest top 5 quarterback.
Tommy, I don't want to hear you say nothing about, it's only 2%. Because when we talk about NBA players, do you want to win or do you want to make the money? You be like, no, get all the way. No, I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have a ring than lose 2% of my salary. What you think about it, Tommy? Go ahead.
That dude's, I think it's nowhere near enough games. Last season doesn't count. He was sat on the franchise's orders, not on the NFL's. If the NFL wants to stand higher than the franchise, they can't ride on their coattails. If they wanted a year suspension, they needed to draw their blood as well, and they didn't. If we even suggest that the Texans last year did the job the NFL should have done, then the NFL is by that saying they didn't do the job they should have done. This is getting ridiculous. He should have had a year. The Texans knew it, and the NFL didn't give it to him. They gave him 11 games.
Yeah, when they reached an agreement. with that. All right, so Swole Daddy and Keith, since both of y'all's organizations, well, I'm only saying this Keith for Dallas. since you wanted them riders with Dallas too, both of y'all's owners have been fondling and doing all kinds of things, just like Deshaun Watson. And I think Slow Daddy's owner was on camera coming out of one, getting fondled and everything else. They didn't get nothing. They got smacked on the hand. So why are we beating up the players so much when the owners in the good old boys club, they ain't doing nothing to them? Go ahead, Swell.
Well, first of all, I wanna frame this in a way that puts it in perspective. I mean, we look at occurrences like Ray Rice, for example. He got caught hitting his girlfriend, was it, or wife or whatever, in an elevator.
Girlfriend
Has never played
his wife because she learned her. No, I'm just playing.
Hasn't played football since, right? And that was
they blackballed him.
Yes, but you had Deshaun Watson, who's getting away with 140 occurrences or some shit like that, and not even getting
proven.
Well, you know what I mean? Like stories turn into.
Are they proven? I saw Ray Rice punch her in the face.
Right,
but drag her off the elevator.
But we now live in a culture where stories equal reality, right? So if enough of these women gather together, we're only seeing 11 games. I think that's kind of bullshit. And to go back to the good old boys club, well, old rich white men are gonna old rich white men. They're gonna get away with bullshit. There you go. There you go. And there's nothing.
I think the whole 11 game thing is. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't they play Houston on that 12th game?
We gonna get to that, man. Stop stealing my thunder.
Right. Well, listen, but the whole thing is also it's not. He's not been found guilty in the court of law or anything. So 11 games. I mean, if he's going to be found guilty, he will get more. I do think 11's a weird number, but it goes back to what I said.
That goes back to this. Stop stealing, bro.
I don't think that you can hit him on a whole year. He hasn't been found guilty of anything.
I mean, neither was Big Ben. Ben never went to court.
Yeah, what did your rapist quarterback get?
But he never even went to court. But he didn't go to court
and
got 6 games, didn't he?
Nah, but his that's a different.
Yeah, well, it's okay to rape somebody in the bathroom. It's different.
He didn't rape anybody.
It was never brought to the police or anything, though. It was just the NFL said 4 games. That's it. Bang.
Yeah, so I mean that's and plus he was getting hit.
That's what I said. And my brother's in the house over here. My brother's in the house. He in the house.
What up, everybody? I gotta leave.
What up?
We ain't talking about your owner either. You and Brandon's owner. We ain't gonna bring that up
because we ain't do shit.
All right, so I got one person that thinks it's fair. Everybody else, what would y'all have wanted him to get out of the league forever? What?
Oh no, about a year and some more salary.
Tommy, Brandon, you 1 year, y'all would have been happy.
I'm kind of on the
a year to an
more
indefinite.
extreme. I'm going indefinite and reapply.
Oh, God, no one's trying to end his man's career over some titty fun.
I'm not going to end his career. I would ask him for a reapplication process. Right. I would ask him to go through a reapplication process.
All right. Derrick's going to say something about it.
I would hold it to the highest of standards. This isn't a parole hearing. This is the NFL hearing.
No, we don't want to hear nothing.
We're not talking a courtroom. This is the NFL's room.
Tommy, Kevin in the FFF league, Kevin, who was my old boss at Bob Evans, he went to Tennessee. He would tell me stories about your quarterback, Peyton Manning, coming in.
Yeah, the worst human being in the world.
Who wants to? Don't tell me none of that stuff, Tommy.
Yeah.
Who wants to join Peyton's list? Yeah, go ahead, Derrick.
I wasn't even gonna get on the show, but this topic gets me. One, I understand there's a code of conduct, and obviously, you want to hold these athletes to a higher standard, but at the same time, he really didn't do anything illegal. He's not being charged with anything. And, back to the Robert Kraft thing and all these other people. I mean, you got NFL players that have literally beat their wives and gotten a less suspension than this. You talking a year suspension, 11 games. The man didn't do anything. You know what? He got jerked off by a massage therapist. She told her friends, they came up, copped the money. And now it's a backstory of like, he did this, he did that. It's a money grab. And I think it's a bullshit suspension, in my opinion. It's unpopular.
If it stopped there, that's a good point. But I think the man built upon a habit brought on like that, like he said, where, maybe something was mutual at some occurrence, but he became somebody who suggested this on immediate meetings many times over again. And that's by a story. Now, and we can talk legal all we want to, but as I stated before, this isn't a legal argument. This is the NFL's argument, and the NFL needs to take hold of it.
Tommy, let me ask you 2 things real quick, okay? Real quick.
We need to stop waiting to see what the legal side said anyway. This suspension should have been done last year when the Texans said they.
Do you have a strong-willed wife?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So if you wanted her to jack you off and she ain't want to do it, she ain't gonna do it.
Yeah,
all these women are doing all these things. Whatever, right? He didn't. The first judge said he didn't force nobody.
We're not talking about a wife. We're not talking about a wife. We're talking about somebody who is already in a proposition of money.
Yeah.
Inside an environment which there's not close. I mean, there's proper etiquette there that needs to be followed a little stricter.
I do think he's a scumbag. Don't get me wrong. I
mean, he's dirty. He's dirty as they go.
But
my thing is, they're all dirty now.
They all got paid.
I got the deposition right here. If anybody wants me to read a small line to tell you.
No, we ain't got time.
I'm telling you, it's suspect.
Here's my thing. I'm gonna finish it with one more thing. I'm gonna finish it with one more thing. If he's in there masturbating, can't you walk out the damn door?
Exactly.
He ain't guarding the door like this. I mean, what's going on? He ain't doing all that.
You gotta read this. I'll send it in group.
Come on, man. If you don't want to see it, walk out the door. Anyway, we're gonna get off that.
But didn't Louis C.K. get canceled for jerking off in his green room?
Yeah, that's all he did.
Pee Wee Herman?
No, Louis C.K.
Who?
Oh, never mind.
Comedian.
Who did you say?
Fuck me.
Louis C.K.
A 1 year suspension and reapplication.
Hey, Swole, is he white?
Josh Gordon got in again after that. It's not like the team.
All right, so the Browns. Keith, the Browns, that's your division. What do you think? 11 games, that's most of your season. The first 6 games, I think they're winnable. Should they go after Garoppolo?
Yeah. They should wait for him to get cut and try to get him.
Well, if he gets cut, I mean, he could go anywhere then, right?
Yeah, but true.
You think he wants to go into that chaotic situation in
Maybe
there?
not, but they got a great offensive line and they got a good running game, so he might.
I mean, what all y'all saying how bad Cleveland's gonna be last place? How great are they then?
I don't think they're great with or without Watson.
What do you think, Brandon?
500 team. Cleveland.
I don't think they're good at all.
Should they go get him?
I mean,
Baker Mayfield last year almost made the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cleveland's a 500 team.
Baker Mayfield almost beat Kansas City, went to the Super Bowl too. Go ahead, Brandon.
I mean, they should try because if something happens to Jacoby Brissett, what do they look at? Josh Dobbs or some shit?
Or Rosen? I don't even know.
But what if Jimmy G comes in?
Boy Rosen.
I mean, we can talk about what ifs or not.
What about Darnold?
He's trash. I compare him to Brissett. I take Brissett over Darnold, to be honest.
Yeah, sure.
Carson Wentz.
Swole, do you think they should go after Jimmy G?
I like what Brandon's saying about Jacoby Brissett, but I like Jacoby Brissett better.
You like him better? Why? Because he was a Patriot and they all sucked.
Well, they both were.
Like Mac Jones' whack ass on this game right here was sucking
watching
ass.
This game.
Sucking ass, dude. Tommy, last one. What do you think?
Man, I think Jacoby Brissett's enough to get you to week 11, and you got to ride like that.
But look how tight the AFC is. We've talked about
started
this
before
times for the playoffs. Your whole team's division could make it. The Dolphins.
They easily could.
Y'all think the Steelers are gonna be something else? I think they will be below 500. I'm gonna put the sticker on the wall to say that.
No, I don't think
Steelers will be below 500 this year.
I like to hear that.
They do not have a QB.
Pay me. I'll put a bet on that. $50 says you're wrong, T.
$50. I got you.
I back you on that. Hey, I'll be your bank on that. I'll take the other half of that bet on your side.
Okay.
Ooh, on my side?
Match their money against Stars. Yeah.
On my side?
Yeah. We'll match their money.
Me and Tommy versus you.
We'll match their money, split the profit.
Yes, well, you're going to be on mad money, yo. Steelers below 500.
Oh,
no shot.
That ever happened to Tomlin? With Tomlin's first, huh?
This will be his first time.
He might be 4-13 this year.
Whoa.
Oh, hell. Tommy, you're drunk, dude. Not a shot.
I love it, dude. Tomlin is ecstatic about the season this year. Do you get to see it in his
What's he supposed to say, Keith?
On defense, he is.
No.
There it is right there.
He knows what he's going to do on offense.
Yo, he is so relieved not to have Ben anymore. Watch.
So, all right. So back now. All right. So we're done with that. I mean, Keith already stole my thunder about the Texans because we've never seen anything in an odd number. It's always been an even number suspension, right?
Yeah.
I think they're doing this shit on purpose to him to be like, yeah, the first game you
and they go use that Vince McMahon
your
script,
ass,
like,
they're gonna destroy you out there. Is that some setup shit by the NFL?
Absolutely.
It is.
Everybody say yes for Tommy. Why not Tommy?
Because 11 games to
Is what?
Houston.
But why not 12?
Yeah, why not 12 or 10?
Because it was agreed upon by Deshaun. Deshaun wants to go play in Houston as well.
They gave him that. He said, okay, cool.
I'll take 11.
But why wouldn't they say 10 or 12? It's never been no odd numbers.
Is it because he wants to play 6 games, maybe?
I don't think it was, hey, we'll take 11 games. I'll take that. Here, let me sign the paperwork.
You don't think no conspiracy?
Want to take
none of it.
16,
you don't think it was no big time story? Look at the big time storyline. This guy's coming back in his first game against the team that helped him molest women in the massage parlor.
It doesn't say anything about Houston. It says something about Deshaun's camp and how much they negotiate.
Houston and him paid all these women. They both paid all these women.
Yeah.
This game is about paying women. This storyline's all over that. You don't think if they would have put it in
women?
They don't want them.
They would have been missing the boat by making 12 games. Tommy, you're delusional, baby. They did that shit on purpose. The same way they do Christmas games, they set shit up for storylines. Come on, Tommy.
Yep.
Come on, Tommy.
You
right, speaking of Tommy and delusional, Lamar Jackson, Tommy, he finally spoke and said, I'm not going to discuss no contracts if we start the season. Should he play? Oh, now he should play. I can rewind the time when you said he should play all these times. Now you're saying no? You see things like this.
I would have rather suspended him next year. I would have rather drug this out and suspended him next year and taken next year's salary. That was my favorite.
We're talking about
Lamar Jackson, man. What are you talking
about? Lamar. We're talking about Lamar.
Sorry. I was thinking. I couldn't understand what Brandon's phone said.
Oh, my bad.
You busy worrying about Brandon's phone? Answer the
question. He heard rapist.
I heard
Lamar Jackson play.
I'm like, was that rapist?
Yeah, it was.
What was that?
That's Keith's quarterback. Right?
That was all
that shit was funny. Brandon, you put on there with Vince McMahon. Get out here, you rapist. Anyway, go ahead. Lamar Jackson, if they don't give him a contract before week 1, should he play?
Absolutely.
Tommy.
Oh, yeah, he's got to play.
Keith, you think he should play too?
Absolutely. He'll get his money.
Yeah.
Why? Suppose he gets hurt.
That's the only thing.
Oh, that's the only thing. I'm a running quarterback. What's the chances of a running quarterback?
Isn't he under a contract right now? Isn't he under a contract right now?
Yeah, he's also insured.
Okay, so if he doesn't play, then that's not saying much for him, and they're going to look down on that. It's not going to be hard for him to get a contract.
This guy right here, Keith. All this whole
part of his
social media, people taking down their posts and all their teams. Oh, I'm under contract, but I want more money, right? We've seen this with wide receivers all year. We ain't even started the season yet.
What I'm saying is, he could do it, but it'll make him look bad. I'm telling you, he needs to.
He's gonna look bad if he goes out there week 1 and gets destroyed. And now Isaiah Thomas, you ain't got no money.
Because Lamar has
he's got the money. He's got the money. He's insured. He's insured for
Lamar has a great image.
Is he insured for Deshaun Watson money?
Yes. Yes, that's what the Ravens went out and talked to him about. Because there was a straight report by the Baltimore Ravens that stated once we approached Lamar and discussed with him insuring himself, they can do that. You can insure your earnings. So there'll be a company more than happy to buy it out of you. And I'm sure Lamar wants reimbursed for his having to pay for that in every.
Brandon, please make some sense to them, please, Brandon.
I mean, if I'm Lamar, I'm not playing.
The only thing that is a power move. It's not going to save them money.
Isn't it always a power move with these athletes? Isn't it?
Yep.
His power move is his feet.
And if he gets his legs broken or something, what's his power move then?
That's going to be
$60 million or $1 million on a check that he gets to cash whenever he wants.
Come on, Tommy, man. You know it's more than that.
I don't think he's that silly.
They play to win these. They play to win these, to make the Hall of Fame, to be remembered forever. I don't care about these rich athletes that have all this money or whatever. I don't even remember who they are. So what? Bobby Bonilla, you only know him because he was a smart motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason you're going to remember him. I'm a Mets fan.
Bobby Bonilla could play. He could play too.
Tommy, stop doing it, Tommy. Stop being so optimistic about everything. The world is not optimistic, son. No. Swole, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm with Brandon. If I'm not paid, I'm not playing, dude. Fuck them. Okay. Fuck the owner.
Let's say he does play. Optimistic, Tommy, optimistic. Let's say he does play. And he plays, the way he always does. They'll miss the playoffs, whatever. Or he'll make the playoffs and lose in the first round. Whatever, the way Lamar, the way they are. And they still don't give him a contract. And they franchise him, Tommy. Does he play that next year?
Oh, heck yeah. He insures himself for another $6 million and plays for $30
You're agreeing,
million. 42 million maybe by then.
He's going to play.
42 million. You're going to take the top 10 salaries and average them. He's going to make 40-some million.
I understand what y'all are saying. And the whole Kirk Cousins thing, he started all this crap. But he's Kirk Cousins, dude. You had to do that. You're Lamar Jackson. You're way different. Y'all keep talking about, I'm insured for all this money. Lamar Jackson can get commercials. He can get TV endorsements. He can get all these things that Kirk Cousins could never get. Are you kidding me? Who cares about his football salary? Who cares about his football salary? He can make money everywhere else. So much more. So much more. But if he gets hurt and everything else, he's irrelevant. RG3 was on Subway. He was on this. He was on that. He was on this. Everywhere. He gets hurt. Where that fool at?
ESPN and shit.
He's commentating.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Millions.
But I would be optimistic with you again, Tommy. Let's say he does get franchised and get that money and he doesn't get hurt. That next year, should he stay with that organization or look elsewhere?
I hope they franchise him again.
Dude, you're speaking with your heart because you want him to stay in the Ravens, man.
No, I'm thinking, I think the Ravens is a great organization. There's nobody's going to do the offense is better built. It's outside San Fran, which is another, that style of offense. Nobody's better built to handle Lamar. It's not just that Lamar should play for the Ravens. I like the Ravens. They're built for him. What do the Ravens do without Lamar?
What does anybody do without their starting quarterback?
Their offense is built. It's not just that he's a
Lamar
quarterback.
Could play at the Saints.
What does Denver do without Russell Wilson?
I mean, it's very similar. You can replace Russell Wilson with Matt Stafford. You cannot replace Lamar Jackson with Matt Stafford.
You replace Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that was my first thought, but I couldn't get another name. So I mean, he's a little more rare.
I think he's being irrational. Somebody help me out, please. Swallow or Brandon. Somebody.
It's a different ball. They need.
I wouldn't play, but who's to say they haven't offered him a contract? Game. That's the thing. I don't know.
What would be a good contract for him? What is he waiting for? Keith, what is he waiting for?
5 for 65.
I think he's just waiting for a long-term deal. Like I think
they've offered him these contracts.
I think he's trying to be the highest paid, more than Rodgers a year.
Should you give him more than 50,000?
I'm not.
Would you give him more than 50,000?
I'm not high on him anyway.
Why would somebody knock on the door when I'm on the show? Knowing the dog's gonna go crazy. Shit. Pay attention. Sorry. Damn it. Dog pound, Deshaun Watson out here. Anyway.
Look. Lamar's delusional if he's going to get over 50. He's delusional.
Why is that?
That's what he wants. I think he wants
because he's a fucking liability with the running style that he has.
I don't think it's about a number. It's
about
a guaranteed number.
It's a liability.
It's a guaranteed number.
Look at
they're offering him like 161 guaranteed.
There it is, Tommy.
They're offering him like 161 guaranteed, and we'll pay you $250 million. But he wants 230 million, 231 guaranteed.
Guaranteed. I agree totally. I think it's the guaranteed money. I think that's what it is. But my thing is, if you're worried about the guaranteed money for your future, why would your ass go out there week one without a contract if you're worried about guaranteed money?
Because an insurance is guaranteed.
I don't care about no insurance, dude. It's way more than insurance.
He needs him in an agent.
You have a brand. You have a brand. You can get a cleat. You can get a shoe deal. You can get all these things. You're Lamar Jackson.
There would be one day when Ben Roethlisberger.
People still look at Michael Vick right now and be like, "Yo, Michael Vick, right?
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson's that same type of prototype, right? Am I wrong or what?
Minus the arm talent, yeah.
No, I'm not comparing him as far as skill-wise.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is Michael Vick still has a name value because he got these 2 gigantic contracts and went to jail. Lamar Jackson go out there and get hurt week 1, and he got hurt last year. His value went down dramatically, dude.
Yeah.
I don't care what insurance tells you. Yeah, he's gonna be able to take care of his family, probably next year's family too. But I mean, next year's generation family too. But
not just insuring. He's not insuring his life. You don't have to die. You don't even have to.
I know. I'm talking about is the money. I'm talking about money.
He could just get hurt and come back, still make $161 million.
What I'm saying is, who's going to give him $50 million a year when you got hurt 2 straight years and you can't throw the ball?
Not me.
Settlement is what happens at that point. It'd be great.
You will never give in. I love that shit. You will never give in, will you, Tommy?
I mean, you're acting like if he gets injured, it's like you just suggested.
No, I didn't say it was
injured
over.
And he got less money. He would still be getting a check from his insurance company because he got hurt. It's not about getting dead.
Tommy. I'm talking about your top value. It's kind of like when somebody's in any kind of tournaments or whatever, they play a bowl game.
I think it's top value.
Your draft value is when it's at their highest. You better go then. That's your highest. This is his highest right now.
Why are you suggesting he's going to stop playing football? Football's his greatest value.
His name's going to stop. I said he's not going to get $50 million if he gets hurt again.
He's playing this year, and he's insuring himself.
Okay. Anyway, speaking of insurance, Tommy, every team has a backup quarterback, but there's some. Look, we got 10. Yeah, see, Tommy, you got insurance. These backup quarterbacks out here. We see Tyrod out here getting some first team reps. We see Flacco out here gonna start, even though dude's hurt. And the Steelers, Keith, I watched the Steelers game. All 3 quarterbacks had moments.
Yeah, they did.
All 3 of them had moments, and everybody's riding on Pickett because he had the game winning. You played against 18 string players, dude. I don't care. What was your take on that, Keith? Are you still with Trubisky, or who you with? I'm
done with Mason Rudolph. I don't even consider him.
He looked good though. I mean,
man, dude. I'm probably starting out with Mitch, but we're gonna see this week because I mean, I think in the long run, Pickett's that dude. Yeah, like I really do.
Why?
But I'm happy with either one of them right
now. Just because. Go ahead, Brandon. Out of those things,
out of what?
Out of those things, you think Tyrod is going to be better than Daniel Jones? You think he's going to take that job?
I think Tyrod should be the starter anyway. I think they go.
But Tyrod's been a starter in so many places and then loses his
job.
But
I mean, what are we waiting on with Daniel Jones? This dude's been in the league like 6 years. It seems like, dude. He's not going to all of a sudden become good. He's not going to all of a sudden be able to throw the fucking football. It's just not going to happen.
I mean, it happened with Alex Smith.
Alex Smith had the talent, and he wasn't all of a sudden great.
Alex Smith had Colin Kaepernick behind him. That hurt. Swole, what do you think?
Daniel Jones is so garbage. He is
so garbage.
Daniel Jones is so garbage, and I just think the whole Giants organization as a whole is a giant dumpster fire. Like, I mean, they're the laughing stock of that division.
Are they? I don't know. I'm a Redskin fan. I think we always gonna be the laughing stock.
No. I honestly, I'll bet another 50 that y'all finish higher than they do. In that
I'm
division.
not stupid, dude. That's why I bet you on this other shit, Tommy. Because you're my GM, Tommy. In the contract, Tyrod Taylor has, if he becomes the starter, he gets all this extra money. Okay. My question to you is, why don't you just dump Daniel Jones, go sign Jimmy Garoppolo, and don't let Tyrod be the starter and use that extra money for Jimmy Garoppolo? What do you think?
I think it's you're spending that money anyway, because when you go grab Jimmy G, you're spending $24 million. San Fran's talking about trading that guy. So it's all about dollars at that point. Like you said about Tyrod, I really think he does end up starting. I think they bite the bullet, but they don't bite the bullet until it's too late. And then
should the Giants go get Jimmy? Could the Giants go get Jimmy?
They could, but they're not going to. They're with Daniel Jones, and about week 6 to week 10, they're going to decide Tyrod is going to have to start a game or two.
If you're with Daniel Jones, pick up his 5th-year option.
No, they're not. They're with him for this season. They're hit.
He'll be a career backup.
I don't know who I was talking to. Is either Brandon or Keith, but your boy Tannehill might lose his job this year.
He is
I
losing.
do not think Willis was going to even contend for it.
I ain't even.
I saw something I was not expecting out there. Is Tannehill gonna lose his job, Tommy?
No.
Could you
Willis, he still looks, I think he looks special. I think he looks capable of keeping up. He's the only QB I've seen, even with Pickett's good play, with capable of keeping up with NFL speed easily. Like he's athletic enough to keep up with NFL speed. He can play QB, but he's not. Do I want a wildcat out there loose in the backfield when I've got a machine with Derrick Henry? No.
Let me ask you. Hold on. I want to hear what you say. Hold on. I want to answer that. Hold on. I want to answer that.
2 to 1 touchdown.
Stop. I want to answer that question for you because we look at the 49ers and we look how successful they've been with Jimmy Garoppolo, but they can never get over the hump. They're a running style team the same type of way, right? And now they just dismissed this.
Don't start a rookie.
Hold on. They dismissed him for a mobile quarterback. Tennessee has had the #1 seed twice and ain't done nothing with it. And the AFC is gigantically stronger now.
He's better off. I'm not saying
enough. You see what Tannehill is.
He might lose it next year. But you don't start a rookie out of Liberty because you think that you need to stir the pot.
Can Tennessee win this year?
Not with Malik Willis.
Can they win with Tannehill?
Yeah, they were #1 seed last year. They could be
Hear about last year.
Yeah,
how loaded the AFC
great
is.
Defense. The best safety in the league, a heck of a coach, one of the greatest running games. They get into the playoffs, they're in trouble.
Keith, what do you think, Keith?
Nah, I don't see him winning this year. And I could actually, like I said,
would you start Willis?
I would probably start out with. I got to see more. It depends on what happens this week in the preseason.
If his week 2 game looks, because they talk about he might start. They said start this preseason game. If he starts with the starters against their ones, because this is the showcase.
I want to see it.
Suppose he looks okay. Would you start him? Because you know what you're getting from Tannehill.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Because the AFC is loaded. I mean, you're not gonna win with Tannehill. Why not? Right, Brady? You agree?
Yeah, I mean, you know what Tannehill is. He's not terrible, but he ain't that guy. He ain't that guy.
He ain't that guy. My question is, Zach Wilson, the MILF hunter, got hurt because he can't slide. He's all weird. Yo, Swole Daddy. They've built this team up, and we'll get it on in the next episode about these quarterbacks and the teams that built up for him. They got a good team. The Jets have weapons.
They got some talent.
Great
draft, weapons on offense. Not saying that Joe Flacco is anything special, but suppose they come out, start doing the little things, kind of like Ryan Fitzpatrick did when Tua was behind him. Because Fitzpatrick was winning.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick was winning. And then they said, oh, we got to put Tua in. What's your thoughts on that? If Flacco starts doing good, would you rush Wilson back in?
No, absolutely not. I think, you let him come back when he's 100%, but then also mentally 100%, no longer afraid to go. I think you keep Flacco in as long as he's winning games.
I mean, you saw
the dude last year. Who's the dude last year?
Garrett Wilson. Wilson was like, yo, he's throwing balls that are catchable. A rookie is out here saying this shit. This ain't like Corey Davis or Elijah or what's his name? I forget the other wide receiver.
What had Mike White last year winning games?
Mike
White was winning games last year.
That's exactly. And that's why I tried to tell somebody the other day. They said, oh, he was a first-round pick. La, la, la. The crowd's going to be mad.
I just don't think he got it.
That dude, White was out there. And they don't care about him. They want to win this New York. Just win. They don't care. Then they win a Super Bowl. Phil Simms got hurt. Phil Simms got hurt, and they won with a backup quarterback, right?
Hostetler, yeah.
Hobblestopler. Jeff Hobblestopler. He won a Super Bowl, and New York don't care about nothing else.
Nope.
I'm just saying. So the backups, real quick. Did y'all see Jordan Love?
Yeah, he looked all right a little bit.
Did he? He threw
three picks. I saw some highlights. Oh, I didn't see that game. I thought about that game right here. I thought about this game tonight.
He threw 3 picks. He said he looked all right.
I'm about to
look at Miami's quarterback room. Their shit's been almost like our quarterback room. We ain't had shit. At least you had Marino. We ain't had shit. But anyway, is his trade value going down? Because even if Aaron Rodgers steps away, are you comfortable with Jordan Love?
I ain't never see that.
I don't think so.
And Tommy, this is why we argued before at the beginning, probably at the end of last year. I said, trade Jordan Love now while nobody knows what he is.
Yep.
And you're like, no, keep him on. Now, what's his trade value?
I mean, he wasn't worth a third last year. He's worth a fifth now.
That's a big difference, dude. Because a third might get you Jimmy Garoppolo right now.
And he was drafted in the first round.
Yeah.
First round.
Yeah, they picked
With
him.
all those wide receivers were there.
Yeah, dude.
All those receivers were there.
And
that's why Aaron Rodgers had this whole crazy stuff going on. He had to demand 150 or 50 million a year and all this crap.
I almost don't blame Aaron Rodgers now after seeing that dude. Like, this is who y'all taking in the first round?
Yeah. So look, Wentz, Trubisky, and the Carolina backup. If they don't perform anything, will they ever be a starter again? Will they ever be a starter again?
Mitch, maybe, just because of his age. But
if he can't beat out Pickett,
no, he's beating Pickett. That's his job.
I mean,
he's convert to tight end.
Is it his job? We thought Tannehill was going to have a job too.
Yeah, but Pickett's the future stud, dude.
Stud? Why stop saying all this stud shit, dude? That just
I'm telling you, watch. What?
He is booty.
Who's booty?
Pickett's booty.
Dude, you would die to have.
Y'all will be under 500, and me and Tommy's getting money.
I'd rather have his guy. I'd rather have both his backups than Pickett.
Whose backups?
Yours.
Sam Howell.
I'd rather have both of Washington's backups than Pickett on my squad because they picked Pickett in the first round. That is so much lost value. That is so much lost value.
All right, we'll see.
I'll eat a Snickers on that one. I don't really know about that. Rellism Raw Sports Talk episode 116 part 1 is about to end. Who's getting back on for number 2? Don't tell me y'all got to go to sleep or something. We got.
I will. I'll get on.
I'll be here.
Fuck it, I'll get on.